Hey, what's happening, you guys? Welcome back to another Most Amazing Top 10 video. I'm your host for this one, Landon Do Not Sing. Make sure you guys submit your scary story in the comment section of this video, or you guys can follow me on Instagram at Landon Productions. Make sure you guys look for this picture right here and send in your scary stories. I'm going to choose it and feature you guys. Also, make sure you stay tuned to the end of this video because I'm going to be shouting out everyone that used hashtag the end. I'm going to shout you guys out. And at the end of this video, I'm going to share a new secret hashtag for you guys so you guys can appear in the next part of this series. Alright, let's start off this video. Let's get right into this. This is the top 10 scary stories ever told that might be real, part 7. And all of these stories are told by you guys. So starting off this list, and at number 10, we have a story from Jaden Gibson, and they said this. Here's my scary story. When I was in college, me and my friends thought it would be funny to try and summon a spirit, and we suddenly heard a noise coming from the room next to us, so we went to go check it out, but there was nothing there. And the next morning, I woke up with scratches down my back and found out my friends also woke up with scratches on their arms and back too. Is this real life right now? How are you guys sure you didn't, scratch each other? Or maybe you didn't. Maybe you didn't close up the Ouija board properly, and now these spirits and demons are coming after you. Also on YouTube, Lisa Hasey replied to that story, and this is what she said. I had something similar happen. I had a nightmare of a demon with Freddy Krueger's type claws chasing me on my grandmother's street and then catching me and digging his claws into my back. And I woke up and my back was burning. I looked in the full-length mirror, then showed it to my dad. I had deep red scratches from my shoulders all the way down to my waist. That never happened again, but other weird things did happen in that house. It's time to get out of that house, time to find a new place to call home. And I've noticed more and more people have this very similar story, so maybe it is actually true. Maybe there is a creature out there that's trying to rip people's skin off, because why are they scratching up everybody? I really hope that you guys are okay. I would be so freaked out if that happened to me. And how long ago did these events happen to both of you? The man who almost got inside of the house is at number 9. This next story comes from Electron, and this is what they said. One time I was home alone and my parents were gone. This is a true story. I was sitting next to my dog, his name is Toki. Anyways, I was watching YouTube and then all of a sudden, I started hearing my dog growl and whimper. I moved a little bit closer and tried to get him to calm down, but he kept on looking at the ceiling and it looked like he was following something with his eyes. And at this point I was starting to get scared because I've had other experiences with paranormal. Then all of a sudden he looked straight at the front door and I started to see the door handle shaking, and then he bolted back to the bathroom door. This may seem fake, but I swear to everything this is 100% real. As soon as my dog looked at the door, that door handle slowly turned and the bathroom door slowly creeped open to complete blackness. I immediately got up and started freaking out. I turned on every single light in the house and I looked inside of the bathroom and there was nothing in there. So I turned on the TV and I called my parents, and they said it was probably the wind, but the wind can't turn door handles. Well, you know what? I totally agree with you there. I'm afraid of wind, but I know wind can't turn door handles. At least I'm pretty sure of it. Sleeping in a haunted house for a week and didn't even know the place was haunted is up next at number 8. The story comes from Gross McGhost, and they said this. When I was 12 years old, my mother left me at my sister's house, not telling me it was haunted. I spent a week there. Most of that week I had forgotten, but there were definitely ghosts there. I never saw orbs, but I would see shadows on the walls the whole time. I would also see things vanish that I knew I put somewhere, only to find that everything vanished the day I was supposed to leave. I couldn't fall asleep all that week, so I could say that some of the things I witnessed might be on my mind. I heard whispers the whole time I was in the house. I saw shapes move along the walls. Sometimes I would straight up see people that weren't supposed to be there walking around and doing this. It was the scariest experience of my life. First of all, I think that was very mean that no one told you that the place was haunted. And you had to stay there for so long. What types of things did you actually see vanish? I wish all my problems in life would just vanish. And you know what? If I was in your situation, I wouldn't be able to sleep all week as well. Yeah, pretty frightening story, buddy. But thank you so much for sending it in. I just want to give a quick shout out to Leon. And they left a comment in a previous video. Well, this is what they said. I've been watching you for years and your videos keep getting better. I'd love it if you put me in a video. Love all of you. Thanks for years of entertainment. Well, thanks so much, buddy. I really appreciate you, and I appreciate every single one of you guys who have become a part of the most amazing family here on YouTube. So now we're at number 7, and a lot of you guys have requested for me to share a scary story with you guys, so here it is, a pretty recent story. It's about the Ouija board, not Ouija board the game, Ouija board the thing. It was during my birthday, we rented a cottage, and we've decided, I didn't want to be included in this thing, but my wife, her friends, all her buddies took part in the Ouija board event, and they summoned demons and spirits, and I'm pretty sure there was one girl that was talking to us, and she died in the house. But apart from that, they were asking questions that no one would know the answer to. Well, they asked one question about one of the person's tattoo that was there, and there was Roman numeral on it, and it was a year. And they asked the board what year was on the tattoo that no one else who took part of the Ouija board knew the answer to. Well, the board came out with a year, but the board was actually wrong. Well, the next day this person looked at their tattoo and realized that they thought it was the year, but it was the wrong year that they thought they had on their tattoo. But the Ouija board had the year correct. Absolutely freaky, absolutely insane, but there you guys go. I'll try to share my own stories with you guys as the series, develops. Number 6 comes from Blood Red Rose, and they said this: I have a scary story. I woke up one day and went downstairs to watch TV. When I was walking downstairs, I felt a strange presence behind me. I ignored and walked the rest of the way downstairs. I told my sis about the experience and it creeped her out. Later that day, my sister was afraid to go upstairs to go to the bathroom, so she brought our dog with us. Our dog refused to go into the bathroom and barked at the door. My sister threw a treat into the bathroom. Our dog grabbed the treat quickly and ran as fast as possible out of the bathroom and down the stairs. Then the next day had the most creepy experience of all. My mom had left taking my sister to gymnastics, and I was home alone in my room watching YouTube videos. Hopefully most amazing top 10 videos. I went downstairs to get some orange juice and my closet door was closed. I went back upstairs with my orange juice and my closet door was open. I couldn't sleep that night. Luckily, no other paranormal experiences happened since then. And then they put a little note: I really love your channel, by the way. Well, thank you so much. And I'm so glad nothing has happened since then. Nothing happened to the dog. And thanks for being such an amazing fan. I wonder what the dog saw that day. Was something lurking around in your bathroom? A spirit, a demon, a ghost? Maybe the dog scared off the spirit or whatever it was, and that's the last time that anything's ever happened. So in this one we have dog for the win. Moving into number 5 comes from Rory Plumley. So I got a scary story if you want to believe me or not. But this happened, so a couple of months ago, me and my mom and my dad were on the Ouija board and we got Zozo. So we instantly said goodbye. And then we burned the board. Then the next morning, it was on the table in the box. I burned it, I swear. This happened, like I said, believe me or not. You know what? I do believe you, because why not? It seems like a lot could be plausible. It seemed like you were done with the Ouija board, but clearly Zozo was not done with you. I know for sure I'd be way afraid to actually do it, but I'd be tempted to do the Ouija board again and see what happens, because it seems like Zozo has a message that they want to tell somebody. If you do choose to do the Ouija board again though, proceed with caution and bring a priest. And I'm not talking about the burger priest. The red glowing eyes is now at number 4. This story comes from Luis Cordero, and this is what they said. Here's my story. When I was a kid, I stayed at my aunt's house with my 2 cousins. There were only 2 beds, so I slept on the couch. As I was getting to sleep, I couldn't help the feeling I was being watched. Everyone was asleep, and as I looked towards the kitchen, in the doorway was a creepy figure with glowing red eyes. I tried to call for my aunt or my cousins, but couldn't make a single noise, and I was paralyzed. I tried to hide under the covers till I finally could. After a while, I peeked from under the covers, and it was gone. Didn't stay at my aunt's house ever again. Yeah, I wouldn't blame you on that one. That would be my exact reaction to this situation. Something scares me, I would just become paralyzed. I don't know what to do next. I don't even know what to do with myself, and it's kind of funny how we all believe that hiding under covers works every single time, and you know what? It kind of does. Have you ever told anyone else about this story? A story with 17 words in it terrified me at number 3. Probably one of the scariest stories on this list, and it comes from Sunset Wolfheart. Thanks for sending this in. I was in my house, then I sneezed, and somebody said, "Bless you." I was home alone. That last part, absolutely terrifying. The fact that you were home alone. I don't have much to say about this. It was a pretty precise story, and I do have a few questions, but a few questions that I don't know if I want to know the answer to, because I'm a little bit terrified and a little bit worried. Okay, the really scary voice in the baby monitor is up next at number 2. So this next story comes from Random Gamer. This is recent and had to do with my little boy who's 14 months old. My son is normally pretty good about going to sleep, but recently he's been struggling to sleep. So a few nights ago, I'm sat in silent reading on my phone with his baby monitor next to me, and then began to babble away to himself and laughing. After a while, he began to cry like he'd been hurt. Just before I got up to go see him over the monitor, I hear, "Shh, I didn't mean to scare you." I know it couldn't be my son because he's only 14 months old and can't even talk. I ran in there so quickly and there was nobody in the room but my son. I picked him up, hugging him, and as I walked out of the room with him, he began to wave to someone. My son is now sleeping in my room with me, with my partner. I'm too scared to leave him in there now. Is this real life right now? I could not imagine hearing a voice on the baby monitor, especially if you know that your baby cannot talk. These are things that I've been thinking about pretty recently. After, me and my wife are now expecting a baby, it's huge news. I'm pretty excited for that, but it scares me hearing stories like this one. And I don't blame you, buddy. I don't blame you for being too scared for leaving your kid sleeping on his own. I mean, there is for sure a spirit, something in there that is possessed. And I wonder how long that has been going on for. I wonder how long this thing has been talking to your baby. I mean, your baby was comfortable enough to wave goodbye. Let's move on. Finally, number 1, we have a very scary story that is still ongoing. This story comes from Ebenezer. Also, a quick interruption. Make sure you guys comment your scary stories in the comment section below, because I can pick you guys and feature you guys in the next video. I'm going to try to get through every single person. If I didn't get to you in a previous video, make sure you copy and paste your story into the newer videos so I can find it. And as long as this series becomes popular, we're going to keep on going, so there's a pretty good chance of you being featured. Going back to this story here, this is at number 1, and this is what they said. I have a scary story that is true and still ongoing. I will summarize the details to keep it short. When I was 17, my mother died of cancer in our home. Stupidly, me and my cousin tried to contact my mom with the Ouija board in our house. When we asked if she was present, it said yes in the doorway. We saw nothing, and none of us was moving the planchette, so we stopped. Soon after, I began having reoccurring nightmares where I would see a large dark shadow figure in various doorways. I couldn't move and my heart would beat erratically. And it would never stop, sometimes causing me to wake up gasping for air. It's been 13 years since the night my cousin and I used the Ouija board. All that time, I would have had that same nightmare 3 to 4 times a week, causing my heart to palpitate. As of present date, I have serious permanent damage to my heart. I struggle with the sleeping disorder because I'm scared to death. I'll have the dream, and this time my heart will fail and die. Even though I'm on meds to put me to sleep without dreaming, it doesn't always work. Ouija board's not a game. Oh, my cousin has a similar issue as well. Now he is clinically declared schizophrenic and delusional because he sees the shadow figure while he's awake, so he does everything he can to sleep. 100% real and true. Thank you for letting me share my absolute nightmare. Well, this is exactly why I've been saying the whole time that the Ouija board is not a game. A lot of you guys are like, oh, we played the Ouija board. No, it's not playing it. I think that is absolutely insane. Crazy how 13 years have gone by. Sounds like an unlucky amount of years that has passed. But you know what, hopefully this is like the last year of all the bad things happening to you, the bad nightmares and the paranoia and all the thing that's going on. Hopefully you can get some sleep pretty soon. I would probably see a doctor, maybe a sleep doctor, to see what you can do, but it seems like you're already doing it. Well, there you guys have it. I am officially freaked out. Thank you to everyone who submitted your stories. It's time for the secret hashtag. If you guys made it to the end of this video, put a hashtag, is this real life right now? Make sure to put that question mark at the end of it, just so I can see who the most amazing fans are. And alright, it's time for the end screen and for you guys to shout out.